girl, she had Tourette's syndrome. We having sex again. Oh, fuck it. Every time I hit, she's like, fucking shit. I stop. I hit it again. She's like, fucking shit. So I put my fucking face on. Ladies, every man got a fucking face. When we think we hit that pussy good, it's the face that we make. So I put my fucking face on, like, fucking shit, fucking shit, fucking shit.
Taco. All right, get it. Come on, get it. Oh.
All right, I say, wait a minute, I'm on mute. I'm talking, I'm on mute.
All right, get it.
What's up? What's up? Welcome to Speak That Shit. I am your host, Zobo69. What it do? Hey, we got an interesting show today. Like, we always have interesting shows, so you know, it is what it is. We always have these.
Yo, Zoo.
What going on, Nick Dog?
Sorry, my dog's not wanting to stand over.
Yeah, we got some special guests coming tonight. If you'd like to sponsor the show, give me a call at 941-681-1710, 941-681-1710, or go to info@kingscastleent.com. That's info@kingscastleent.com. Hey, go to Tubi. We got 2 movies on Tubi right now. Deborah Carr Life Matters and Church Sessions. And we also working on a movie right now. It's gonna be delayed a couple of weeks because a film guy called that bug, whatever that's going around. So you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, but that's gonna be an interesting show. We got other things getting ready to come on Tubi also. So hey, be on the lookout. The movie, we're not gonna put the movie on Tubi right away. So we're gonna say how many people we're gonna let watch it. But we're going to open the floor for a certain amount of people to come and watch it. Then we're stopping and closing it. And then we're going to come back a couple of months later. And then you can watch it on Tubi, Amazon Prime, or whatever. So there's only a couple of people going to be able to watch it at a certain time. So, hey, y'all go ahead and do that. And like I say, hey, stay tuned for the show. Annie Loke, what you got going on?
I'm the co-host, Annie Loke, and you are now tuned in to Speak That Shit. I got the same thing I always got going on. Like he said, check out our movies online. And yeah, stream my music. # Queen of Ohio.
And she got a surprise coming to y'all. I'm not gonna say nothing, but we got something coming up, and y'all hear it in a couple of months. So just stay tuned. Y'all gonna like it. Y'all gonna like it. Yeah, and it's gonna be the same Annie Loke. It's gonna be Passion Baby, but it's same Annie Loke. So you ain't gonna see that different like you see with Beyonce. Beyonce look totally different. Like her eyes is different and her teeth are smaller than normal and stuff.
What change are you talking about? I'm not getting no surgery.
That picture I seen of
talking
Beyonce.
About changing the lighting in here. Yeah, I am about to look different in here in a minute.
There ain't that much light in the world. They changed. That's the Illuminati light or something. There ain't that much light in the world. Ain't that much light in the world to change nobody. I ain't talking about the bright skinned dogs. I'm talking about the features of her face. Hey, we got a special guest from NCW, the owner, the grandfather, the owner, the maker of NCW Neck Dog Championship Wrestling, Neck Dog himself, Mr. Coach. What you got going on, Coach?
What's up, Annie? You going blonde, Annie? That's all I want to know. You going blonde? Yeah, what up, Unc? How you doing, Zoe? Thanks for having me, man.
Well, good on Neck Dog. Tell us what you got going on, and hey, tell us about that wrestling thing. Though. Your first wrestling show, how it go? We know how it went, but we want to do it to how it went.
We're live. Okay, I'm still basking in my glory, recharging the battery. It was a banger, you know, like we always do, Zoe. So, like I told you, as long as the wrestlers didn't F it up from the 420 festival, from the comedy roast, from hell out of the open mic nights when we got it off the muscle, bro. And to go out to Hudson, Florida for our first show ever and see 200 faces that I'd never seen before. I couldn't have done it without y'all. That's fam, man. Love y'all.
Yeah. And I had a comedy set there, right? And so when LG went on first, we seen all these kids. I told LG, I said, well, I ain't really never did PG before because
that was your first PG. It was PG-13. You know what I'm saying? You were good. You did good.
Yeah, I had to deal with the crowd. Who was that little boy at the ring? That was ringing the bell and stuff. Who was he?
I'm glad you asked. That's our official ring boy, Chill Guy Cutter. He's the son of one of our sponsors. Shout out Rock Bottom Granite and Marble on US 19 in Hudson. Was blessed to run. God sends you on your way. Went to the sponsor because I saw their flyer or banner at the location. The owner said, you know what? I think their son likes wrestling. Like, actually, he said her son loves wrestling. And I said, no way. And you're going to trip about this, though. So I went to the place, met the family, Carl and Kat. God bless them. Carl was like, I think he's here for money, honey. So I was looking for sponsorship, of course. They said they were an event sponsor. I told them about the show. And she said, oh, my son loves wrestling. He knows them all. And I said, well, my son's a wrestler, Nick Swift. And she was like, maybe the name sounds familiar, but I said, well, he's younger, local. He's coming up the ranks. And she goes, I do know a local guy named the German Krieger. And I said, I know Krieger. They're from the same school. Him and Dom trained together, came up through the ranks. And she's like, well, you know what? I got my laptop here. We go to all kinds of shows. She pulls out her laptop, whips it open, and out of thousands of pictures, though, right in the middle is a picture of her son Cutter and Dominic when he won the belt, one of his first belts, together holding it up. And I was like, wow, that's my son. No way. And she's like, no way. So, yeah, I called Dom and I sent him a picture. And he's like, that's Cutter. That's my dude. And then, yeah, it's kind of, I wanted to make him our official ring boy, give him, and he nailed it, right, Unc? He nailed it.
Yeah. And the reason I say that because when I was on stage, he had my set going on and on. You know what I'm saying? He was my sidekick. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's the future of NCW. You know, we might not be here, but like what I wanted to do was build a legacy like that, Unc, and we're part of the foundation. And appreciate y'all, man, for coming out all the way from the 813. You know, we've been doing this, man, it's crazy, going on a decade of hits, Annie. I need a decade of hits, Annie. Domosaurus Rex. I'm getting old, y'all. Don't tell them. I'm still in my 30s, huh? So, LG, what's up? I see Lawrence Green. I can't see that far, but I do see him in the chat. What's up, LG? And I thought it was a great card. I'm done talking. You tell me what you guys thought.
Yeah, well, official Kush said, what's up? What's going on, Kush? What's up, Coach? He said,
with a K. Hey, we need you at the next one, baby. Come on. Jonathan, I need with a K on stage so we can make it rain. Remember at the 420 festival? Remember at the 420 festival, though, he got on stage doing some with a K and it started raining out of nowhere.
I was there. Jonathan
Man,
said,
awesome times.
LC Green said, "Yo, family, NCW." Yeah, that belt, your belt. What you got with the belt right there?
Well, I'm glad you asked. This belt was not on the line, but this is our new belt. It's our heritage belt in memory of the great Goomba wrestlers from the Bruno Sammartinos to recently passed one of Dom's last kind of, not necessarily a coach, but he was a coach for a lot of the young guys. Francisco Ciazza, story of a journeyman. So, you know, and Nunzio and the FBI and all those guys in between. So stay tuned. Make sure you check out Neg Dog Championship Wrestling on Facebook. That's like our hub, and you'll know what's going on. I can't tell you too much, Unc. Just know it's 10 pounds of gold. And my guy, there's a rumor There's a fly on the wall that I don't even know if I can say it, so I don't want to give it away. But I heard there was some interest out of the chosen one's camp that he's searching for gold. Annie and Unc are searching for gold. You gonna put it on the line, though, Unc? That's what we want to know.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what? I will put it on the line. I'll put it on the line because I know I'm gonna win. You know what I'm saying? If it's comedy, I know I'm gonna win. So hey, I mean,
yeah. Shout out to the Four Horsemen of
I can
Comedy.
do clean and dirty, huh?
We're gonna get you on the 18 and up set, so don't worry. You did a hell of a job. And speaking of, how about your boy LG, man? Not knowing at a wrestling show, that's a tough crowd to open up to, right?
Yeah.
But he handled the hecklers like a champ, like a real heel.
Oh no, he did it good.
That was awesome. I can't wait to see some of that footage. And shout out Josh and Greenhawk Studios.
Yeah. What's up,
we got a great production ahead, man. I can't wait till y'all see what we're working on.
Yeah, the wrestling crowd is different because you got to get into like what's going on, and you kind of like cheer for, you cheering for what you want to happen. So sometimes they're like, what do they say? I don't know.
Uh-oh. I'm getting attacked, Coach. So I don't.
You.
That sounds like a robot or something.
There's a robot. Yeah.
I'm gonna reconnect.
Four Horsemen of Comedy. Four Horsemen right there. Four Horsemen of Comedy. The dude came on there. The little boy that was up there, he the one kept my comedy going because I mean he's into it. He was into it, so I'm saying my thing, he's saying his thing. So that was cool though. It was cool. He acted like he was older than what he was. So yeah, but before he left, I was gonna say he got some other things going on. He got some other things. Coach got some other things. He got some other things coming on. I believe March. I don't want to give out the wrong date, but I know it's in March. He got another Music and Mayhem coming on.
Illuminati. So you said it first. You said it first. Illuminati. I don't know what happened. I don't know what's going on.
Hey, tell them about.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, tell them about your next show.
I'm not at liberty to disclose this information, sir.
Oh, okay.
Coming soon.
Now we all listening. Go ahead.
Neck Dog Championship Wrestling on Facebook is where you'll get the hub, and make sure you follow Speak That Shit, Annie Locke, BFAM 1095, KCE. Shout out the whole squad, man. Back at the 813. Miss y'all, man. I'm like a fish out of water up here. Who is this guy?
You're right down the street, though. You're right down the street.
It's not that far, right? Once you get up the Sun Coast, it's right up Nature Coast. You're right here.
Yeah.
You got to get out of Tampa now. It's overcrowded. Come enjoy this last bit of nature we got here in Florida, because all them snowbirds are just coming down like.
Yeah, I remember when the snowbirds used to come down and then they leave. They ain't leaving no more.
No, they don't leave. Where are they going to go? They're like, hell with this. Yeah. My dad figured that back out in 1976. So you can tell by this New York accent I have, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else is good?
The snowbirds are really the people that came down, just like everybody else. And then they got old. So once they got old, they they had properties in different places. Like
they was
East Coast is New York.
Well, no.
This side's Michigan and Ohio. And they supposedly where I'm at is Snowbird Village on Grand Theft Auto up here in Spring Hill. It's called Snowbird Village.
Well, snowboard is more of a choice. Like it's a choice to be like what house you want to live at in what season, right?
Yeah, well, we call them snowbirds because they come down here in the winter and they go back in the
yeah.
So they
so
how the birds
got the boats, they got the properties, they got
how the birds,
money.
The birds fly south for the winter, and that's what they do. They drive south for the winter.
I mean, I want to go back just because the pizza sucks. That was the only reason. Pizza still sucks.
But,
in New York?
Yeah, New York pizza's great. Connecticut pizza's great. Jersey.
Chicago.
Philly's okay. I'm not I mean, my son, I lived in Chicago, Highland Park. I'm not a fan of the big old cheese ball, like pie thing. Just not a big fan. Thin crust Chicago, like they cut it in squares. You ever have that?
Oh yeah.
That's straight. I like that. Better than New York though? No way. Sorry.
I'm a foodie.
Yeah, New York pizza's still number one.
Yeah, well,
you got any good pizza out there? Shit, what do you got? Domino's and Papa John's or what?
Yeah, Pizza Hut.
SpongeBob SquarePants.
It's scary. It's scary trying new pizza places because like some of them don't really know what the hell they're doing. They just don't.
Well, how about that Ohio pizza?
Oh yeah, we got a
cardboard.
Oh no, we got
cardboard. Zoe said
Pizza Cat. We got Geno's. Geno's is an award-winning pizza. Y'all don't even have Geno's pizza down here.
That's why we don't have it because
I think they were. But I think we had Geno's, but
Toledo is known for having like food. Like that's all we got. Like we got more restaurants than any metropolis, whatever they call it. Like,
is it round? Is it square? You know, Detroit square pizza. I didn't even know, never heard of it, but until I went up there with my wife. He's from Michigan, so Detroit is square pizza, and they put the sauce all backwards on top of the cheese, and it's square. What about Ohio?
Man, Detroit will put your pizza on a freaking hot dog. That's Coney Land up there. Coney Island's everywhere.
Okay, I'm glad you brought that out because that ain't Coney Land. I argue with my wife. How the hell is Coney hot dogs from Michigan? No, the guy went to Coney Island in New York. It was a Greek guy, and him and his brother started the Coneys at Detroit. But his inspiration was Nathan's hot dogs at the Coney Island Fair. Did you know that story? And then two brothers got into a fight, and the other brother opened up another Coney dog right next to each other in Detroit. I think they're still there. Genius.
That's just like
and then the Coney Island, it's like a thing. It's like it's not a brand. It's not a franchise. It's like you can open your own Coney Island. It's just like what they call the spots up there, like with the
it's a style of dog. Like, it's like the
Annie's Coney
Island. It has the
like,
meat,
pancakes and shit. Like
the Coneys.
The Coney.
Yeah.
Coney. Which Coney? Annie's Coney.
That's just like Gyro Salem.
Yeah.
Can't beat Salem's. Shit.
And then they cousin is what's one the one down the street that we go to sometime.
Zico's.
Yeah, Zico and Salem are brothers or cousin family.
Yeah, I heard it was cousins or something, and they got a disagreement. So
he said, "I'm gonna open up right next to you."
Yeah. You guys call them gyros, and then like in Ohio, because I don't even like gyros. You know what I mean? So the first time I heard of it was like gyros down here. They call them euros.
We don't speak proper English down here, Annie. This Florida. What you mean?
I'm just saying, I'm the one that was misunderstood. So y'all got
we could barely speak Spanish, let alone Greek. We didn't know the G was silent, euro. They don't know my language. You remember though in class they would say Paulie Negul. I can't even say it on the stream, but they couldn't pronounce Neglio. You think they can pronounce euro? Shit. Speak that shit for me, Zoe. Give me a cinnamon toothpick, damn it.
Yeah, they didn't even know my damn name. They just called me what they wanted to call me. How do you get Lorenzo out of Alonzo?
How do you get?
People call me Lorenzo. Hey, Lorenzo. They say Alonzo. How do you get Lorenzo from Alonzo?
How do they get Negdoglio out of Neg? And there ain't no R. You dumbass crackers.
And Anisha.
You got to figure that one out yourself.
Yeah, like I said, go to neg.dog. Which page you go? NEG.
I got a bunch of them, but right? For tickets, it's neg.dog. You can go to my Twitch, it's negdog.com. Negdog Championship Wrestling on all social medias. I'm sure you can Google it by now. Working on the website too. But we got big news coming. I'm not at liberty. I'm under a NDA right now. I can't disclose anything. But just know we got big things coming. Because that's all we know, Zoe, is go big or go home, right?
You got it. And they said, Jonathan said that's like his last name before he got to change. They will always mess it up.
Always. That's why on Facebook, you know, we got to do what we got to do, Zoe.
What was your last name before?
You don't want to
Who's asking? Who's asking these questions?
That's a question for the commenter.
What was my last name? Is Neglio.
No, it's about Jonathan.
Oh, Jonathan, you can look me up. Paul Neglio on IMDb. You can check my IMDb page. I'm also the CEO. You can check out sunbiz.org. There's a lot of rumors, bullshit going on there. Go to sunbiz.org and check out Neg Dog Championship Wrestling. Tells you who the owners are. And it's public information, right, Zoe? I mean, we're not an LLC. We're an actual Inc. And you can go to sunbiz.org. Look us up. But go to IMDb, Paul Neglio, Neglio, oil spelled backwards. That's a lot of Italians. You know, hit my star meter. I've been in movies, stunts, commercials. Anything you want to ask, let me know. We're on here, public forum. I only do this for Zoe, nobody else.
Yeah, all right. That's my dog.
Yeah.
That's my dog. You know, and the thing about it is, I'm going to tell y'all a story about me and Coach, though. And we found out later that we was at the same school growing up in elementary. And
crazy,
I mean, it's a statute of limitation on past, so we could talk about it.
Yeah, we can talk about it. Yeah. And, we were jugging cinnamon toothpicks in the hallways.
Not jugging.
Yeah, and our teachers were some of our best clients.
Yeah, so
and then
I found out when he was saying he was doing, I said, oh, so you was the other person.
Well, some kid in Pinellas County, though, it wasn't us because we were Hillsboro.
Yeah.
Somebody was on the same wavelength, though, was jugging in Pinellas. Somehow the cinnamon toothpicks. And if you're in the chat, let me know if you had them in your school. Because I'm hearing about people had them all over the country now.
Wow.
So me and Zoe ended up hustling the cinnamon toothpicks.
Right.
I know some of y'all said, oh, blow pops and now and later. I'm talking about before them days.
That was before that. I got.
And I'm talking about they were in little aluminum packs, right, Zoe?
Huh?
I don't know who taught us this. I can't disclose that information. But we had 5 packs, 10 packs, all in aluminums. And man, we were taking. Next thing you know, kids weren't eating lunch and shit, and they were like, "Why ain't little Johnny eating?" And they said, Zobo took all my lunch money selling me these cinnamon toothpicks. So that's where the heat started. But the real heat got us to the principal's office when some kid in Pinellas County's stomach blew up from the cinnamon toothpick.
And that's when we just get paddling.
Yeah. And we are innocent until proven it was not us. Nobody was harmed during our cinnamon toothpick days. Yeah, but they brought us into the office, and there was this other kid that was a grade older than me. I don't remember. I was 3rd or 4th, and he was in 5th. And man,
yeah, the blow pots and annihilators came.
What did they end up? They didn't even do nothing. They just said, we were like, yeah, we had a wad of cash. What, you want your cut? What are you trying to do? I thought they were trying to pinch us for money, Zoe.
Well, I had a teacher in the 4th grade. I can say his name now, Mr. Williams. So, Mr. Williams, he'll send us the course, and I got in a fight, and I came back, and he teaching us don't smoke cigarettes and don't drink Coca-Cola. Man, I went back in the office. They sent me back. To the room, the office, the whole classroom, the smoke as hell. Ain't nothing but Coca-Cola cans on his desk. He said,
do as Coach say, not as Coach do.
Leon. I said, Leon, don't tell nobody. Don't tell nobody. You take care of me, I take care of you. So, hey, I ain't tell nobody. Right then, I already know, you know.
At least he was a good guy. He could have called you in like, you know what, smoke this cigarette. Then you'll be a different kind of fucked up. Like,
no, I ain't gonna cap, Annie. We had some OG teachers now. I ain't gonna cap, man.
We did.
We had some OG. Shout out to all my teachers.
Yeah,
wasn't for a couple. I was Neg Dog wouldn't exist. Wasn't for Coach Boylan. Shout out my dude, Coach Boylan. There wouldn't be no Neg Dog because I used to get penalized for yelling at refs, cussing them out. and he told me stop doing that. Bark at him or something. And he loved Red Dog. He was from Ohio. And he loved Red Dog beer.
Okay.
Yeah, he played for Bowling Green, I think. He played for Bowling Green. Shout out Coach Boylan. There'd be no Neg Dog without you. Everybody was a dog. So all the linebackers, there was Chad Dog, Neg Dog, Mule Dog, even the backups were dogs. And the rest thought we were crazy because when we made a big play, we all just started barking.
That makes sense. I was in a clique one time. What did we all call ourselves? Dot. It was like dot at the end of everything. It was like A dot, Kim dot, T dot. Like it was just a thing. Like what the hell? But yeah, that's camaraderie.
See, we were before the dot days. Now, my wife did know LaDashia. The dash ain't silent. Did you know her? The girl with the dash in her name?
No.
What? Look it up. You know all that celebrity scoop and social media stuff. You'll crack up. Her mom spelled her name LA-LaDashia. I mean, Ia. LaDashia.
Oh, no. Yeah, they should confuse people like that. Like, all teachers can't read that good. That's why they teach at kindergarten. They just trying to enjoy life and be on their farm and, you know, get away from their husband and come teach your little funny-looking ass kids sometimes. They ain't trying to be reading all these crazy names. You know?
Yeah. We were like, somebody was like, La Ia, and she said,
oh, no.
Is La Ia there? And she was like, it's LaDashia. The dash ain't silent. NCW.
Yeah, right. Yeah. My coach right now, I'm gonna call out shout out to
doggos.
Coach Vic, King High School, Coach Vic.
Shout out, can I shout out Coach Tally?
Hell yeah, shout out to all the coaches.
Yeah, no, I'm just playing. Shout out to Coach Tally.
Big time. Coaches don't. I coached for 20 years, but sometimes you don't realize the influence you have on a kid's life, especially from broken families, divorced families, single parents. Like, and I coached for 20 years in the hood and Carroll, in the nice suburbs and in the hood. And man, it didn't matter when you heard coach from a kid. It's like second to pop or dad, you know, because you don't realize how big of an influence you are until you get old like us, though, and then they tell you, man, it's good. Shout out my boys Ninos, Dr. Ninos. One of my kids just became a doctor in Tampa. Go see him. Shout out Dr. Ninos. Going to be sponsoring us soon. Acupuncture and CTE. You probably need to get a CTE scan on that thing. Zoe, what do you think on that coconut?
Yeah. Well, the VA already did it before, so you know.
Oh, did they? Bet.
Yeah. They always be trying to go in my head and in my ass. So you know what I'm saying.
I'm dead.
They always talking about motherfucking goddamn
poking and prodding all you soldiers.
Prostate. We want to check your prostate. We go, why the fuck you always worried about my goddamn ass? You know what I'm saying? I came up here for a headache. I ain't come up for no ass. Ache my hair.
I'm dead.
Hey, but shout out to Coach Neg Dog. Jonathan said that. Hey,
shout out them Lane boys. He did a great job. Right, he's a ring out announcer in training, loves the business. Him and his dad have been supporting Dom and Nick Swift and I since the beginning of the wrestling journey. We met him at a show. And actually, Jonathan was at the NWA show Sunday. Sold out show in Tampa. Shout out Brian Idle for giving Dominic that opportunity. NWA's booker nationwide now. And what do you think about that, Zoe? NWA, Nick Swift.
Yeah. That's the next step. That's
crazy, right? So Sunday, the hopefully, because you never know in Hollywood, y'all are actors. You could end up on the chopping block floor. So hopefully he's in the episode, and it's supposed to come out in about a month, probably. Stay tuned for that too. NickSwift.com with a C.
All right. Well, this the portion of our show. You know, we're gonna come back. We're gonna get a little break, a little breathing. We're gonna come back in about 30 seconds. All right.
Sounds great. Let me get a little drink.
All right.
NCW.
Where's the camera right here?
All right, welcome back. Welcome back. We're going this is a part of the show is sponsored by the Lux Braiding Lounge.
The Lux Braiding in Riverview, Florida. We are here for all your braid care needs. We specialize in all that. The phone number is 419-466-0566. If you're local and listening, this is the sponsor for Speak That Shit tonight.
All right, but we're going to talk about right now. It's called Celebrity Gossip with Annie Luke. So tell them what we're going to talk about tonight, because we got to talk about this.
Well, Rick Ross is apparently.
No, let's not talk about that yet.
I asked you what, because now I'm like, what?
I
feel like you was just put me on the spot because I could talk, but I'm like.
I told you that earlier. Doshi.
Okay, celebrity topic is Doechii. Like, Doechii won the award at the Grammys for best. I don't know the award. Like, y'all, please bear with me right now, because.
Well, the thing about what we want to talk about is what's up, Mama T. What we want to talk about is that she don't want the award. She's from Tampa, she don't want the award.
Right.
So it's a lot of heat going on within these Tampaians. And I say Tampa, anybody in Tampa or been in Tampa, this and Tampa, that people is just going and they congratulating her, they sharing her stuff, and they doing all this. And they wasn't even a fan of hers before they heard about she won the Grammy. Okay. So that's what we want to talk about. So we're going to ask y'all opinion. Y'all come on and tell us y'all opinion. So what's your opinion about it?
Okay, yeah, the conversation about Doechii is a little strange, and that's our celebrity topic for tonight. But first and foremost, we do want to give a congratulations to her for winning a Grammy and bringing it back home to Tampa, Florida, and also shouting out the upcoming artists and talent and music scene that is happening in the city of Tampa. But back to the conversation is getting strange about this. I just feel that any backlash about people who are supporting somebody is telling you the temperature of where we are. It's telling you the temperature of Tampa. And that means that it's some bad apples. But guess what? Times are changing. So it's always like, I just want to encourage people. First of all, I will say this. I live in Tampa, but I'm not from here. So therefore, like, the ideas that I have in my head that I feel like older artists should be doing, or artists who already blew up in their city and became as local as you can get, if you didn't leave to go and pursue more, then you should be trying to help other artists or teach other artists or set up a platform to give them a stage to be able to do things on. And I feel like the temperature of Tampa is not that. I just don't feel that it is, because for one, the only reason I've heard of Doechii, and when I looked her up, my husband already knew who she was. He kind of said, okay, she works with her dad, and you know what I mean, as far as his music business and stuff.
Her dad is shoulder the ropes.
Yeah. Okay, her father is named who?
Snacker. Oh, what's the name?
Well, it's just because he's from Tampa, so they know he's going to know some people. He's going to know some people, you know, from her family or something like that. But at the end of the day, it was more so me noticing that nobody's trying to step up to the plate and be the platform. And I'm not trying to talk down on nobody who is, because I'm sure it's platforms out there. But I know that the ones that I reached out to, you either don't get an answer, like they fall off eventually. It's some kind of reason why you can't really work here. And it's just not the environment to work in. Like, you have to accept that in business. You have to accept that, like the music. And if you talk to any executive in the music industry and you be like, oh yeah, well, I want to go to Oklahoma and I want to do this and I want to blow up locally, they're going to tell you, well, it ain't really no scene in Oklahoma. That's what they say about Tampa. I promise you. They say, well, it's not really, you cannot really work down there. You know what I mean? And I
say that.
A lot of people in the industry.
So where they are at now?
Sitting next to you. I don't just go by word of mouth. I test stuff out. Like I'm gonna see if I agree with something that's being said.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you ain't nobody gonna talk about my motherfucking city but me.
I'm not talking about it. I'm not talking about it. It's just you have to build a sense of family, a sense of community. That means that the ones that's coming up, the ones that are already have done what they do, like they have to be given back somehow, whether you're going to create a magazine, whether you're going to be like Crunk Man and just have parties, whatever you're going to do to like create little stages for other artists to be able to be on. You can make a one mic and those Instagram videos go everywhere. And like, what happens every time you click on where's this one mic at? Where's this rap thing at? Where's this rap microphone at? It's always in Atlanta. It's always, you know what I mean? Like some people in small towns try to do it. I just don't notice that in Tampa. That's what I'm saying.
What you think about this, Tasha?
What are they saying about it? Because I only heard good things.
Well, you got some people. Yeah, you got some people, and that's the thing about it. You hear the thing about it is you hear the good things. People doing good things, and they congratulate them. But then you got the
actual promoters who have some power are like, what nobody following her.
You got some people, all the main promoters are saying this. You got people that come up there and they saying, oh, y'all only doing this because she got a Grammy. Y'all wasn't supporting her then. Y'all don't know nothing about it. They ain't one of her songs and stuff like that. So that's what we're talking about the people that's actually going against the people that's congratulating her. What you think about that?
I just think that's a promotion thing. It sounds like a promotion thing to me, because if she's that good to win an award and people don't know about it, I don't think it's because they're not interested. It's because they just didn't know about her. I think for Tampa, I think it's more promotion with Tampa. And then also you guys have a lot of janky people that come from other places and be doing them showcases and charging money for prizes and all that. It's a turnoff. You know what I mean?
Promoters, we don't got no janky promoters down here, do we?
No, what I said is that the ones that come.
I said as a joke.
But no, the ones that come from other, those ones that come from other states and they try to do those showcases and charge these guys all this money to do. Yeah. So I think it's more so on the lines of the promotion, basically. And the only reason why Atlanta is so big is because it made it a big thing. They promoted it, so yeah. That's just my take on it.
They copied Hollywood. Hollywood has did nothing but sit there and pretend to be the cool kids. And the cool kids, what do? Oh, I'll let you win if you're good at what you do. Oh, I'll let you win if you're good at what you do. Oh, I'll let you win. So what happens in some of these towns is like, oh, we're not letting you in. We're not letting you in. And it's kind of like, oh, that person might blow up if we let them in, like, because we're already popular. If we let that person in, then what if it's just like a little bit of haterism. It's a little bit of, you have to have more love of wanting to see an artist blow than you have to have love of getting money from them. You know what I mean?
But like that's because it's areas. You know what I mean? So Tampa is not just Tampa. You got Temple Terrace, which has their own thing going on. You have, Brandon, which has their own thing going on. I think it's more territorial and promotion wise, because when we're speaking about what you're talking about, I look at that as a small group, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
But Tampa is
about that. And that's the thing, is
right.
Like you could try to gatekeep all you want, but it's becoming outdated. Like it's not
right. But look at Tampa has the Buccaneers. So that's what's going on in Tampa. Ooh. Tampa have University of South Florida. That's what's going on in Tampa. The International Mall is big. So they have more that's taken up space to be able to even make, you know what I mean, for people to even be able to come together and do it big, I guess. But everybody come to Tampa though.
All right. Well, let me give you my opinion. Then we just free throw. I'm gonna give my opinion first. Jonathan said right here. Jonathan said we need to put Tampa on the map. It's gonna be on the map. Jonathan Lane. I'm gonna tell you, it was some people that came out before Doshi that people don't like. I'm gonna tell you the first. Actually, it was 3 people that I know back in the days that came out, entertainment rapping wise, and that was a lot of people don't like her. That's Kaya. Tampa Tony came out when he did that song with Trick and Kaya, and then it was DJ Trans. DJ Trans came out with Ride Out. So you know what I'm saying, and Ride Out part of that. So you know what I'm saying, but he went to Jacksonville to do it. So anyway, let me Coach said, Jonathan, he gonna get you one. Okay, Hood Deals. I'm already on the map. Yeah, I bet.
So Tampa is on the map. in every sense of the word. Like, let's get that clear. Tampa's definitely already on the map, but people don't know until they come here what the temperature is as far as networking, as far as doing entertainment for real.
All right. Well, let me tell you my opinion about this situation. Okay, my opinion. I'll just read the comments first. Let me tell you my opinion. My opinion about the situation is you do have some haters, and some of them are not haters. And when I say that is, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with promoting your city. She went on that. She didn't say nothing about the when she called out Tampa. If you understand what she's saying, she helping Tampa artists out. That's what she's saying.
Right.
She's saying record labels go to Tampa and look them up. That's what she was saying. And then a lot of people like, yeah, this and that. So, but what I don't like, and I'm gonna say like this, I don't like a lot of people. They like, oh, you would never know about Doshi, this and that. I told about Doshi about a year or two ago.
No,
I told about
you
it.
ain't tell me about
Yes,
it.
I did. She was on the radio, and I told you. I said she's from Tampa, and I told you about her dad and Snatcher and this and that.
I don't
and I
remember
said
that.
she was played on 94.1. Yes, I did.
I don't remember listening.
But anyway, it was on 94.1. Her song was on 94.1. Anyway,
that's a good thing though. Like that's saying that she had a buzz.
Okay,
like,
but somebody said that they didn't. They wasn't pushing on no radio station, don't push local artists. That's because she didn't come out as a local artist. She did what every artist that wanna be above Tampa, they left. They left Tampa.
Well, they're not gonna make no money in Tampa like they making in those other places.
Right. But hear me out though. So the thing about it is, but then you got some of the promoters, and when I say they saying this, and they got a right to say this because you got some people that saying, okay, yeah, that's my girl, this and that. See, all of them ain't haters that's saying something bad about this. And they put in there and they'll say this, if this don't concern you, I'm not talking about you. Because it is some people there that's saying, oh, this my girl, this and that. But that you do not support the local artists. You do not support anything. You only tag something that you're a part of. It's plenty of shows that I done did that some shows I'm not even involved with, and I would share out. You know what I'm saying? Tag it. I share and share. Mm-hmm. I don't even know some people like that. I just do it just to do it. But it's some people that know me, and they will not share shit that I got going on. They will not share shit I got going on. But as soon as I make it big, because it's gonna happen this year, guess what? Y'all gonna be blowing me up. And guess what? I'm gonna be like Doshi, do it. I don't give a fuck. Negative, positive, sitting out. I want the positive, I want the negative, I want all that smoke. Anyway, but so I'm saying it depends on who hating on the situation, where I can say they hating or they just they being right truthful about what they saying, you know.
That sounds so. That's just people just so negative to me because you have to learn something sometime. You know, just because you're from a place don't mean that you have to know everything that's going on. And then when it's brought to your attention, then you listen to it and it's like, oh, okay, I like that. You know, now I have a question. Do Tampa have like big studios or those professional studios like they would have in Atlanta, or, you know, do they have a lot of them? Do they promote those? Because that plays a play. That plays a play too on what you get in your area as well.
Black got a studio. They got studios.
Also, Hits is here. Plies has done a lot for the music scene here. Like when you go in the actual studio, like with people with awards and golds and stuff, like
they got studios. It's not the studio.
They record down here.
It's not the studio. It's the people. It's
Stars
the people
record down here.
It's the people mind frame. It's not the studio. It's not this Atlanta. I'm gonna tell you right now. Atlanta was Atlanta way back in the days. Atlanta's getting overcrowded right now, and everybody's treating Atlanta like they treat LA. Oh, I go to Atlanta and make it. Like people say, I go to LA and make it. I go to New York and make it. Atlanta used to be like that because they gonna look out for the people. The people that's making it big time in Atlanta, guess where they from? They from Atlanta. They from when I say Atlanta, I mean surrounding areas in Atlanta, not just Atlanta, but you all know, just like Tampa. When I say Tampa, I mean around Tampa, Polk County, all that around Tampa. So, but what Doshi was saying is we got talent here. So she telling what she's saying in so many words. What I'm getting out is y'all motherfuckers that's watching this, y'all go support y'all local talent.
Right. No, I think she was. I took it as if she was basically. I kind of took it like, okay, I couldn't make it in my city, and I had to leave. Now that I made it, let me go ahead and put it on the map now and put it out there. I thought it was good promotion. I don't even see where the negativity. Huh? What you say?
What I'm saying is there is not the avenues and the stair steps here to make it. That's what I'm
Right,
pointing
right,
out. I
right.
always from a positive place. So when you hear that, when y'all hear me saying this, I'm really speaking to those out there who are in the industry. Like I'm an artist. Like I understand artists at a different level. I'm an artist that's never went into a label meeting, never, you know what I mean? I've never gone knocking at a label door or been so pressed for that side of things because I know too much, but I've just never pressed for that side of things. So I'm very much one of them people who loves music. So I know it's so many different kind of people, and they just some people just love what they do. Some people really want to be famous. Some people love what they do and they got a financial situation, but they believe in themselves. So therefore, yeah, they do want to be famous and they want to climb up some stairs. But what I'm saying is for those people out there, that could be your route of success is to help other artists. You know what I mean? That could
Right.
be your calling when you hear what's going on. Like, look, y'all city don't have these little platforms in order to blow up an artist. They have to, like when I looked up Doechii, that's what I'll get back to. The first time I remember hearing Doechii, seeing Doechii, I mean, is typing in her name, looking up venues, basically. I think your son had gave advice, and it was advice I already knew because I've been in the game for a long time. But I'm just scrolling on Facebook, and I seen Kush say something like, you know what you're supposed to do? Look around at the artists that's doing shit and see where they're at and what they're doing. So I kind of was already on that type of time. But I'm like, you know what? Let's see what's going on in Tampa that is more so virtual like the other cities. You know what I'm saying? Not an open mic that I got to go to and give you $30 for. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's here. And it was like, let me look up some artists. What's some local artists doing? And Doechii was a very, very, very popular person when you actually look the situation up online. And what the interviews I saw of her were just not in this city. Now, I'm not saying it ain't no platforms here, but obviously she did not utilize that, and wasn't able to utilize that, or it wasn't smart to utilize that. There's a wall there for some reason. That's all.
So, but why? I don't know. I think I'm not an artist. Okay, let's make that clear. But however, I did grow up in the hip hop era, and if I'm not mistaken, they promoted themselves. So, I mean, doesn't it go both ways though? You know, like if you're an artist and you want to make it, if you're a really good artist, right? And you want to make it, sometimes you might have to go away if the resource is not there. However, come back. You know what I mean? And that's what I kind of looked at what she did in her own little way, because we can't really tell people how to handle things. I thought she did a good job. I thought it was good that she said that there was talent in Tampa and she shouted out Tampa.
Sure.
I thought it was real
We
good.
agree.
Let me
We
read.
Yeah,
agree.
exactly.
We against the haters on that because it's people that have an issue with that, and it's like, what's the issue with that?
Let me read
Right.
some comments. Let me read some comments. While 94.1 is good about promoting local talent off talent too. Bullshit. They promote who they want to. They crazy about Tom G. Anything Tom G come with, they gonna put Tom G. I ain't hating on Tom G, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Can I say that's the point I'm making? Since you want to say a name, like that's the point I'm making. Is like where I'm from. I've already done music. Like I'm not 21 years old. I've already in my city. Like I've already been that person where I felt like I got a little buzz. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I got
right.
I'm not sitting here like, oh, I want to feel this. I want them to be like, oh, she blew up. Like, I don't even have that type of vibe. I just want to be able to bring things back to my city. And that's what I'm saying. Like, once you get to a certain level, some of these people is holding on to their old buzz as if it's high school fame. Like, once your buzz, like, it's supposed to keep moving. Like, the industry is not something that just stops like, oh, I'm on top. Be serious. If Beyonce stopped making videos today, she's not going to be on top. You know, Michael Jackson, it's something that keeps going. So, like, you have to always choose what you're going to do. So some people just choose to try to stay a big fish in a small pond, and they're drowning everybody. Like, they're like, come on now. Like, you're supposed to be bringing somebody from your town, or I just know I'm bringing stuff back to my city. If I was locally in my town right now, I would definitely be doing some of my ideas that I'm not willing to do in Tampa because I'm just not from Tampa. Like, I love, it's not nothing hateful about it. It's just like if I was in Toledo, just because I feel like I've done what I could do, a lot that I want to do there. What can I do different? Oh, I'm about to set up a microphone and a backdrop. I'm about to, you know what I'm saying, start blasting this stuff music out to the world.
Right.
Like, you want to come through. I would do something like that. Period.
All right, let me continue with these.
But you don't see a Tom G them. I ain't trying to hate. I don't know.
Let me continue. Well, it's not Toledo, it's Tampa. Lawrence Green said, support the Bull. Coach said, Illuminati, they zapping me. Yeah, they do that. Famous Kid Brick is from Tampa. Famous Kid Brick from Tampa. And the person who made it, I'm on it. Y'all remember that song. Lawrence Green, Amen Annie. Hood Deals, Humpty Hump was from Tampa, and Tupac danced for his group. Yeah, but Humpty Hump went to California to make it. Hood Deals. He went to Humpty Hump. Tupac was down here on Kenny K show. Humpty Hump heard Tupac on Kenny K show on 88.5. Remember, it was like in 85, 86. And he took him up there to California, and Tupac danced in his group with Humpty Hump, got on the track, and boom, and that's the story right there. So Humpty Hump is from Tampa. He went to Gaither, but at the same time, he had to leave to make it, because you can't make it here like that. Yeah, right. It's going to happen. The screwdriver ain't gonna drink itself. That screwdriver ain't gonna drink itself, right? But so anyway, what we saying some good points. Some good points here. But when they said the talent here, they said the experience ain't here. The place. I've been doing entertainment since I got out the Army, and that was in 1990. When I first got out here, I was doing rapping with Party Boys, with Trance and Rocket them. You know what I'm saying? So I done went through my stages of doing this, and it's the same thing, because once a group get to a certain level, because you had Rocket Rod them, not Rocket Rod, my bad. You had Rated R. He came up with his album, and the stories come, somebody else beefing with him or whatever, so they went to the record label, and somehow they lost the record label and stuff like that. So the thing about us is we're jealous. We're jealous. When I say we, I ain't talking about me. We scared for a person to make it up here. So just like she said, she could take it back to her city, and they're gonna embrace us. But certain cities, and I hate to say this about my city, but it's true. It's only a few of us don't go embrace each other. The rest of us gonna hate on each other. So we got to lead to make it. Then when we come back and we bring it back, then everybody won't like, oh yeah, you made it. Oh yeah, we always been there for you, but you wasn't there for us when you was here. You got all kind of good artists, damn good artists down here making music, and y'all ignoring them. And this goes for the radio stations too. And I'm calling out all y'all motherfucking radio stations here. Y'all to keep them on the local track. Fuck that local track. Put them on during lunchtime hour. Put them on during mainframe hour. Don't put them on at 11 or 12 o'clock when motherfuckers sleep or drunk. AB Squeeze. What's up, Steve? Hello, Steve. What's going on? So that's the deal. That's the deal. My deal right there. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both made some good points. Y'all made some good points, and just like you say, if you make it, bring it back to the city. And that's what she said. Right. She gave it to the city. She left and came back, because that's what you got to do. Rod Wave, what he did? He left and he came back. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? He left, he came back. Somebody put, what about the football star? What about the football stars? This and that. Half the football players, we don't know they was gonna be this and that. You know what I'm saying? I watched some boys when they was young, the Aguilar. He used to play football with my nephews and sons them in the neighborhood. And I think he played for the Baltimore Ravens right now. You know what I'm saying? He was on the Eagles team when they went to the Super Bowl. So then you got Penix. Penix right there, what if I think from Plant City or whatever. I never heard of him, but guess what? When I found out he's from Tampa, yes, I'm gonna support him. You're Tampa, you're Hillsborough County, motherfucker. You're Tampa. Yeah, I'm gonna support you, and I'm proud of you. You get what I'm saying? Steve George said the only way I know about the local stuff is if it's into me and I play it no matter what people say. Right. I'm good, by the way, right? 127 Hood Story, right, Dorian, and that's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. A lot of people, Dorian, you yourself, and that's what I'm saying. When I say what I said is because I'm saying, like, you know what I'm saying. Now, when I'm on Facebook, I'm just tripping. People believe what they want to believe, but it's true. Some people say what they saying because it is a lot of motherfuckers just jumping on the fucking bandwagon. How many people know shit that I did, Dorian, that didn't even promote my shit? But they asked me to go do free shit, and I do it, and I still support their shit, whether I'm on a show, I'm on their stuff, and I do it. You understand what I'm saying? And so I understand what Dorian was saying. I understand what Dorian's saying. I was just fucking with him, but that's what I do. I fuck with people. But I understand what he's saying, because a lot of people is jumping on bandwagons, and you know what I'm saying, and they ain't do nothing for this girl. They ain't do nothing. There's a lot of artists here in Tampa, a lot of movie writers, screenwriters in Tampa, but motherfuckers will pass over their movies How many of y'all done watch in Tampa done watch Debit Card Life Matters 127 Hood Story or either Church Sessions or what it say? Live Fast, Die Young, Toledo. That's one of the movies she in. How many of y'all don't watch that? And I'm
Yep, I watched all of them.
That family members don't watch that. How many? Guess what? But when this next movie come up and it's all on the TV, everybody gonna be watching it, and everybody gonna be giving me shots. Oh yeah, this and that, this and that. Guess what though? I'm appreciate it. I don't give a fuck, but I'm appreciate it.
That remind me of out here in Columbus, they're talking about Lil Bow Wow. He's claiming since the Bucks won, he's claiming Columbus because he was born here, but they're going off on him out here. They're like, you haven't done anything for the city at all. And then now that the Bucks then won all of those different, championships.
Like
now all of a sudden Ohio State. Yeah, they won. The Buckeyes won.
We're a fan. Yeah, because we're a fan.
Oh, we a fan?
Yeah, we're a fan. Yeah, we're a fan.
I thought you said I'm a fan before I came over here.
No, but I thought about it as we won, so it's we.
Yeah, we won. We WON.
Yeah, but Annie, did you hear about Lil Bow Wow claiming Columbus now?
No, when did he stop claiming Columbus?
Oh, he ain't never claimed Columbus, girl. He ain't never did nothing for Columbus. They talking crap about him out here. He ain't never done nothing for the city at all. One of our local rap guys said he went on television and he was saying, bruh, I'm gonna need you to stop that because you ain't done nothing for us at all. You was claiming Atlanta all this time.
Yep.
It's crazy.
Look at Lotto's from Cleveland.
Mm-hmm. But Lotto still go,
and she sung that song. I'm a real ass thick ass bitch from the South. Like,
yeah, but she's still
Toledo.
But she do things for her city, and so does Machine Gun Kelly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's still local in the city. Actually, he still do things in the city, still come back, and all of that out there in Cleveland.
So Dorian said James. He said LeBron James to go. Me and him got something going on with LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? He thinks LeBron James to go, in which Dwayne Wade, carried him and gave him his first championship. We ain't gonna talk about that. He had to come down to Miami to do it, but we ain't talking about that. But anyway, Jordan jumped. So
I'm not gonna let you get away with that because he came to his city and won one because they was talking all that crap about him leaving. But at the end of the day, their job is to get a ring. That's their job. If you can't get a ring here, baby, you go ahead and move on. That is a job. Everybody else takes it. Man, that man is good. Get out of here. That man is good. Man, hater-rater. That man is good.
So Lauren,
everybody.
Michelle said, tell Annie, hello, I did not kill my wife.
So Lauren Gray said he did not kill his wife because you never see her.
Michelle, blink twice. When I see you, just blink twice for yes. And
all right.
Good, then I'll know.
All right, that's the end of my show. I'm gonna say this last statement, then we're gonna go ahead and go to our main topic. Steve Jordan said, "Yep, that's true. Lil Bow Wow was doing Atlanta, so he needs to quiet it down a bit, right? And Hood did some acting job. All right, so we're gonna cut it loose right now. Hey, have a little break, and then we're gonna come back with our main topic.
All right."
Break queen. I can show you how to get paid, queen. I can show you how to get like me. Touch down and take clients in the city like me. Be a boss in the streets, it really costs when we eat. I'm getting paid in my sleep, I might just braid for free. I walk into the spot, I'm who they came to see. She think I want her man, he a lame to me. His mama came to me, his sister paying the fee. And I'm all the way up, what you thought I was asleep? 500 for Bohemians is nothing to me. Just hit my line, you can trust me. Autistic kid, I got a special seat. What's your favorite show? And would you like a drink? It's my money, I need it now.
All right, we're back. Hey, we got something special coming up, you know what I'm saying? But that's Brave Queen by Passion Baby and the logo, something like that. Dorian said no justice,
Don't
no
say
peace.
something like that.
No, because I don't know which one you is. You know, you pass your baby day, your antelope, which one? I don't know. I mean, you know, women got about 5 personalities.
I understand you a comedian, but yeah.
No justice, no peace, no Pippin, no ring. So, but how many rings did Pippen get when Michael Jordan was gone? That's all I'm trying to say. Sorry, MJ. That's all I'm trying to say. Hey,
it took a team. It took a team.
It took a team, exactly.
And I'm gonna
be honest with you, the last 3 years they couldn't do it without what? Who? Rodman. Rodman beat them, got 2 rings before he even went to Chicago. He beat Chicago twice, 3 times, 4 times, and then he still came up there to protect the people they were beating up on. But we're gonna
I got let me ask you this question real quick. I'm a Heat fan, right? What you think about them sending Butler over to the Warriors?
I don't like this trade things right now. I really don't like it. I never did. I don't like it.
Man.
Walter said is a GOAT argument. If so, let me get Jordan. All right, Walter, that's my dog right there. Hey, Braid Queen be hitting hard as fuck. I told you that. She know that. Do it. Hey, Braid Queen. Hey, I make me want to braid. It's all about the team. Get that ring. Right, Steve?
I have to tell you something.
I'll read the comments. But yes, ma'am.
LeBron James.
What about him? I like LeBron.
James.
I like LeBron though. I ain't no
LeBron James.
Yeah, what about him?
LeBron James.
What about him?
LeBron James.
All right. Anyway, we're gonna talk about our main topic is about these preachers. It's Black History Month, so we gotta start from the top. And the top to me, and I ain't talking about God and Jesus. I'm talking about the top. That's supposed to be the top that teaches us stuff that bring us together is these preachers. Mm-hmm. So we're gonna talk about some pastors and you know what I'm saying, some things they got going on. So DC, can you play this video for me? Oh, they're gonna hate us.
What do a pastor have going on?
Which one?
And don't come here like that no more.
Thank you, Jesus.
I hold a standard in here.
Oh, right.
Whatever you do on the outside is your business. But I will not let drag queens come in here. And y'all gonna come in here, you're gonna dress like a man. Now, whatever you do on the outside, that's your business. But when you come in this house, if you're a man, dress like a man. If you're a woman, you dress like a woman. I'm not going to allow it. My salvation is more important. And God is holding me accountable. Now, whatever you do outside these doors, I don't bash, I don't judge. But when you come in here, you will not be a drag queen. Amen. The Holy Ghost tells me in my spirit that is drag queens sitting here with wigs on. I'm going to ask you to be removed from the sanctuary. But you cannot, I will not play this thing. You will not, I don't care if you don't clap and you don't like it, don't come here. You will not be wearing wigs and heels and fooling people up in here.
Come on. Come on.
So you can fool people, but see, I got the Holy Ghost for real. I can pick your spirit up in the back of the church.
Hallelujah. All right. We're going to speak on this. And like, as usual, I'm going to speak last. But let's see. Jonathan said, braid queen be hitting hard as fuck. Made me want to braid my hair, and I don't even got hair. Hey, we appreciate it. So
guess who else don't got hair in the front? LeBron James.
He do got hair in the front. Don't got it in the middle like me.
Well, that's my choice. That's all I was saying as far as the GOAT argument.
Me and John Cena. But anyway, you said it because he's from Cleveland.
I like LeBron. What are you talking about?
Because he's from Ohio.
I don't care where he was at. When he went to Miami, a lot of them switched up on him, and I did not.
The man is good. The man is good. The man is good.
Better than Jordan.
Wait, what'd you say?
Ain't nobody said he. Why do people keep on having this argument? But no one. But look. Whenever there's, have you ever seen a farm with goats with one goat? That's all I have to say. Why has this got to be one person? Jordan was good in his era. LeBron is good in his era. I mean, it is what it is.
If you want to put it that way, you know who the real GOAT is? Will Chamberlain. I rest my case.
Wilt Chamberlain was a GOAT in his era.
No,
He's
I'm
not
just
my
saying
GOAT.
he was the real GOAT. If you want to say the greatest of all time, I would say it was Wilt Chamberlain.
He was
And I'm not a
just
Lakers
born
fan.
first. He was just born first. That's all.
Born that was rougher than, just like with football.
I mean,
OJ Simpson should have the rushing record because he had that within 12 games. I'm not Adrian Peters. I forgot the dude's name. He came and he got it. He did it in 16 games. And you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I would say OJ Simpson, running back. Well, I ain't gonna say he the GOAT. But if that rushing record, I would have put it to him because I like Barry Sanders myself. But anyway, what you think about this, though? We're going to get off that subject. We'd be on here for 2 hours with that. But what you think about the preacher thing?
Well, before I go into my opinion about the preacher, I will read the comment from Steve Jordan. Well, we got a comment from Jonathan, too. He said, break queen, be hitting hardest. Fuck, you make me want to break. Okay. So Steve Jordan comment said, listen, you step into God's house. You dare to praise the higher power. No one wants to hear about the sex or messing with the minds of the lives of those who steps into the Lord's house.
Why are you reading like that?
Because I was reading it.
What's your opinion?
Because I'm taking the ponytail out of my hair if you really want to ask that question, though. I only can do one thing at a time, y'all. I got a one-track mind. But my opinion is I was very taken aback by this pastor. Let me tie my hair up since somebody's disturbed by my speech pattern. So I was very
disturbed by it because it reminded me when me and Eric was in the boom boom class, and that's how the lady used to read to us. But anyway.
Wow.
I'm triggered.
But anyway, she did used to read it all slow, like we so slow. Yeah, come on now.
Sometimes people read so fast, you just be looking like, I don't know what the fuck you just said, but yeah, give me the prescription and I'm leaving, bitch.
Ms. Owens used to do that to our asses and shit. But what you think about this, though?
Okay, so I just think that, okay, first of all, let me say that I was taken aback by his entire presentation in that video. And I'm going to tell you why. Because I want to be careful with my words. I just want to be careful with my words. At the end of the day, the house of God is a place like a hospital. It's a place where broken people should come to. So anybody who is there, and just because you can't see their sin, that's even more deceptive. I'm not trying to compare because no sin is worse than others. But to me, like, I would rather see what's in front of me than for the deception and stuff like that. So now I'm not saying that I would rather see a drag queen in church. I'm just saying that if your goal is really to change people's lives and that's why you stand on the podium, then it's more so about getting into conversation with these people, getting into back and forth with them, because they came to church to be healed. Like, sometimes people don't know. In the Bible, there's a verse where Jesus says, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do. Like, you supposed to, as a pastor, that person holding that microphone, you're supposed to have that spiritual level of intelligence to where you know, okay, they know not what they do. So if you look at it in that way, like, that means that it will take a certain amount of knowledge for that person to even understand, like, how is this a sin? Why is it a sin? It ain't something that you can just come face to face with somebody and be like, you know what? You ain't supposed to do this, so that's wrong. You know what I mean? Like they gonna be look at you and be like, what? I've been a hitman all my life. Or, you know, like, I've never even heard of this before. So there's a different approach that should be taken, I think. At the same time, I feel like pastors have a responsibility to their congregation, and the congregation is what puts a lot of pressure on these Christian pastors and a lot of pressure on the people there. Like, you need to come and you need to be perfect.
So you're saying he's wrong?
I'm saying he's wrong.
All right. Tasha, what you saying?
Well, I'm looking at it in two parts, right? I feel that the pastor could have went about it a different way, right? However, if it's not a non-denominational, there's rules. There's rules that they follow, and there's rules that they actually believe. So, for instance, I'm not going to go to Cicero in Illinois and thinking I'm just going to be included in there. I'm not going to go there because that's not for me. That's not for my kind. So I'm not going to go there. So my question is, why go there? If you know, this is these people religion, guys. I'm not saying I agree with it, but this is what they believe. It's like you're not going to go to your job and change the rules. The rules is the rules, and this is how you have to follow them. And we're talking about the congregation. The congregation would have been the one on him asking him, what is it that you're teaching him? And they would have left that church. So when you're dealing with righteous, religious people, they believe this. So why go? Why put yourself in that predicament?
Church where you know that they're wearing pants. I'm kind of relating it to like when I go into a situation where I know that the women don't wear dresses, like it's gonna be up to the pastor how he handles it. He can either take my little soft, sensitive route, or he can grab the microphone and be like, you know what, our women don't wear pants in this building. You know, like
every church that I've been in, they have been pretty strict.
Yeah, that's their thing.
and say what's on their mind. Yes, they do. And I just feel, but then at the same time, I can look at it like, dang, you know, that could have been that person's moment. You know, that could have been them coming out. But then I can't really expect for somebody that we know how religious people are, man. You can't change their mind. They don't care. They will disown their children. So I can't really expect for a religion like that to even, you know, that's like, as far as I'm concerned, somebody can look at that as that person was being disrespectful by even coming there.
But if you know that this for the glory of God, how dare I look in the audience and tell a 19-year-old, he like, how confused might he be? You understand?
Right, like, but we do know, I'm 52 years old. And I was raised by my grandchildren. I have yet to find a really righteous religious church that is not like that. So whether it's right or wrong, that's just the way it is, and it always has been. You know what I mean? You get whooped in the church back then.
So do you agree with this or you don't? You agree with it?
I don't agree. 100%. I don't agree his approach. I don't agree with his approach.
So you don't.
I don't agree with his approach.
Okay,
I didn't like that.
Okay, she didn't like it. You don't agree with his approach. Okay, my turn now.
Yeah.
It bothered him so much. It bothered his spirit so much. I do understand that, though. I do understand.
Right, but he could have handled it a different way. Being a man of God, he should have handled it a little differently than that.
All right, let me give you my opinion now. We're gonna first say Steve Jordan, what they say.
Steve Jordan says, see, God don't care that you wear whatever. So people are in there for the spiritual healing. Later in their time, they will change their ways. You like how I read that?
Not really.
Is it approved?
No, I feel that you was poking at me because I told you about my little dilemma with my boom boom teacher. So
he's saying God don't care how you come. He's saying that's why it's like the come as you are church, basically. Right. Like, come on in and go from there.
Yeah, but that's a non-denominational. That particular church may not have been that.
Oh yeah, that's a small church. You don't go in no small church like that. They're gonna light you on fire.
All right. So my opinion on this, and then after I say my opinion, we're gonna read Steve's comment. But my opinion on this is I don't feel he was wrong because he did not kick the person out of the church. What he's told the church, if you listen at the beginning, he said, "You're a man. So don't come in here as a woman." That's what he's saying. He said, just don't come to my church as a woman. Don't come dressed like that. He didn't kick him out and say you are not welcome here. He said, but you know me, to me, it's like you poking fun at God because you know God is against homosexuality. That's just like if somebody go to church and you're lying right there on the church footstep. You inside church, you're lying, which a lot of these pastors and stuff and church going people be doing. That's an abomination of God because you know God don't like liars. God don't like adulterers. God don't like that. So when, like you said about one, ain't no one sin greater than the other. Just like you say, it's the same thing. But at the same time, a person, you can't see that a person is committing adultery by looking at them. You can't see a person is lying by looking at them. You can't see that. But you can see that a person is a man dressing like a woman. And it says in the Bible, it's clearly in the Bible, that a man should not be wearing women's clothes and a woman should not be wearing
but you know what? So I'm sorry about cutting you off. As a teacher, he should have quoted scriptures. He shouldn't have approached it the way he did it. He approached it as an attack That's how he approached it. He could have made a whole sermon about that. That person could have got the hint. You see what I'm saying? What was they gonna do? Drag him out? Now we're wasting time, and now the people that's there to hear the word is not able to hear the word because now I gotta have, it was too much going on. I'm sorry about cutting you off. I just had to say that.
How do you guys feel about like people at church, like the person at church? Because I grew up in church like real bad. So and I haven't had bad experiences where church, like some people will say, oh, I grew up in church and now I'm, it's not that type of thing, but I grew up in church real bad. And it's like, what do you guys feel about the prophets or whatever who, like in Black churches, we call them prophets, the prophets who do point out somebody in the audience? Like, what do you feel? Because I had one aunt who said, I don't like going to that church. I feel like the preacher, he always trying to talk about us. Like, soon as I get there, he like basically, what do you feel about that? If you think that
you feeling guilty, that's feeling guilt. Because the thing about this is how you do. It's not what you do, it's how you do. When I talk to somebody, when I, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I was in charge with a lot of people, and I am still a boss, and that's what I do. And I be in charge with somebody where I even want to be in charge right now at my job. I'm not feel I'm in charge, but that's what it is. So if I come to you, I'm gonna come to you in a tactful way. I don't feel that this preacher, because I've seen some nasty preachers that come to people and they wrong. They come to them like they trying to get notoriety, because a lot of preachers, all they want is money.
And that's how
they want money. Yeah. They want money. A lot of these gay people, they gonna bring in that money as long as you do this and do that. But at the same time, if you out there trying to save somebody's soul, that's what you're gonna do. And I don't feel this preacher was wrong, because we just seen part of it. We didn't see the whole scripture. We don't know if he apologized. We don't know if he did say in the scripture, Tosh. We don't know that because they only showed us a little bit. So I mean, you had your opinion, and I appreciate your opinion. Because
I can only go by my experience. So I can give you a little experience. My house got burned down in 1996 in Washington State by someone. And so I was trying to find myself, right? Because the Red Cross has given me 3 days for a hotel and a voucher and told me to go at it, do whatever. So my refuge was going to the church, and I wanted to get an old church where there's no choir. So I did that. I went to Seattle. Well, actually Everett, Washington. And let me tell you what happened. This pastor called out this one, because at Church of God in Christ, you have to be married in order to become a deacon. I come to the church and I'm going Bible study all the time, just in the morning prayer all the time, trying to find myself. Do you know what that pastor did? The young man brought a young lady to the church. He called him out in the church because he was trying to match me and him up. Who does that? That was embarrassing. So you know what that did for me? You know what that did for me? I didn't go back.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So it was his approach is what I'm saying. It's him calling him out was just absolutely wrong. Even if you tell him, okay, you make a sermon, this guy, person, I don't know if it was a female or male, this person knows now that they're not welcome. However, why stop everybody else's blessing to just make it a focal point about it? Just keep on doing your sermon. And if you got to throw out some of them scriptures on your beliefs and you think that your congregation's belief is, then that's fine. Have a conversation afterwards, but don't block mine because you distracted. But then I understood though.
I think it comes with spiritual maturity, like being on this journey. Like that's the amazing thing about it. Like if you're a 2-year-old in this journey, you're not going to be the same as a 20-year-old, even though we all done fell short. Like a person might, that's why the testimony is so strong. Like a person can tell you, like, God spoke to me again. He spoke to me again when I was 21, and then this happened, and then you can just kind of see it all come together. So with spiritual maturity, I feel like a part of it is like understanding that everybody is not on that level. You know what I mean? It don't make nobody better than anybody else. But like I said, I've been in church so much that if a pastor gets aggressive, I don't get offended. You know what I'm saying? I take it as the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? And that might not be toward me, but it might be like just things that they say, like some of y'all be at the casino gambling all the time. And they might just want to go weird and just be talking about whatever. But it's like, I'm not easily offended like that. But I feel like if you were a spiritually mature pastor, you would know how to speak to people to where you're not running them out the door. I don't feel that Jesus sent people running away from him.
But that apparently that type of congregation, that's not going to ever happen. That's been happening for eons. You
But
know what
they're
I
always a
mean?
small church. It's always a small church, though. And what
Yeah,
they say is
yeah.
because this is the narrow path. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Stephen said, listen, I came from a fire call after I was done with the job, but still showed up and went to services in the same clothes I was at a fire call with. Okay. And just wasn't hearing complaints. So I'm not there for any other complaints. I'm for exactly. Lauren said the real question is, came there for God? They came for attention. That's what I'm saying, Lawrence. Because if you came there for God, you wouldn't be sitting up there dressing like that, knowing you're a man. You dress, well, I could go there because Biden said that we can do all this and we can do this, and y'all can't offend us. Y'all
You
can't
just say
nothing about
Biden.
it. Oh, we will sue y'all. Biden, Obama, they that's what they were
You're
promoting.
interrupting.
They was promoting that, and you caused a disturbance in the church because you think about a lot of these people, old school people. Anyway,
Right.
so you know what I'm saying? You don't care if that's where you are, but don't come dressed like that. I got to
Yeah, what's the purpose of you even wanting to go to that church? I mean, what was the purpose if you even want to? Yeah, I don't know.
Well, you know, did you know they had gay churches in California? I learned this like 10 years ago.
Stephen said,
they've been had.
Stephen said, hey, let me read the comments, y'all. Stephen said, Mama T said it's the best. Mama T said it the best. Said what you said was the best. Walter said, I honestly believe the pastor is tapping that preacher. The pastor tapping that preacher. He don't like him in the congregation. Why that might be it too. Yeah, because you know the homosexuals tell. They gonna tell what happened. You think it's a secret. They're gonna bring your secret out. So that is, and with that being said, we're gonna want to play the next video. But let me read this what Steve Jones said. I said that some of the churches, no matter what they are, have lost the path of God. Exactly. And that's why right now, with y'all two comments right now, DC, play the next video for me.
But that's what I wonder. Is he worried about his congregation?
Chapter 9, verse 13. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is clamorous. You know what clamorous means? Loving to run her damn mouth and say damn womb. They're going to have a period black like the damn streets. They're going to be crazy and insane out your mind. And this is the product of the Christian church. Listen, man, she came up here, put some money in the bucket, then said, well, give me back my goddamn money. We ain't care about money, man. Money might drive you, but it ain't gonna drive us. That's right. And your mouth is why your baby don't got no daddy. That man done left you, and you're running the streets like a stray dog. That loud mouth is why that man left you dumb behind. Because you're running your mouth like a goddamn dog.
All right. Tasha, what you think about this? We know what you think. What you think about this?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. Some women need to hear that. I'm sorry, ladies. I love y'all. But however, I don't know. Sometimes sometimes it's appropriate. I don't know.
If she running
pass me, pass me up, because that just threw me off. It just took me. I wasn't expecting that.
What am I looking at?
What you think about his approach? How he went about it? These are Israelites.
I was wondering, like, what's the? I know I know what I'm looking at.
These are Israelites on the street, and they preaching the word.
Yeah.
What you think about how he went about what's going on?
Okay, so it's a verse in the Bible that says that the men should go on the highways and byways and spread the word of the Lord and spread the truth to the people and wake up the dry bones of Israel. So that's what they call themselves doing, is like spreading the truth, trying to get the black people to be righteous. It's a horrible approach. Have a seat, have 10 seats. It's like, so I don't even want to call it outdated because it never was anything positive. I just feel like, how can you be spreading the word of a God that is light and a God that is love, and you on his other side? Like, if God is the creator of everything, he made heaven, he made hell, he made the devil. So like, he abides in everything, whether you like it or not. So you're choosing to try to be in his wrath. You don't have the power to be a part of his. I don't understand. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say, but basically light attracts light. If you're trying to bring some positive out of somebody, then you need to come to them in a positive way. If you're trying to prove that you're right, you have the answers, you're tired of arguing with Christians, you're tired of arguing in your little conscious community debates, so you go on the street to cuss out the people that you call yourself helping. No, I don't agree with that.
All right, you got something to say, Tosh? Before I say
Yeah. I'm ready. I think we all need to probably look at what they're about and what they believe in. It's not surprising to hear them say that to someone that disagrees with them. It's not. Yeah, I think that people probably should look them up
He's not
and
wrong. Like,
actually
I'm not
really.
saying what he said is wrong. Like you said, if she talking like if she running her mouth like a goddamn dog and she ain't got a ring on, and he feel like
Man, look.
he want to say that, he could be right. But I'm saying if his goal is to save a soul, that's the thing. Like, is your goal?
But see, I think with that, if we had a little bit more information, because I've dealt with them and spoke with them and disagreed with them, had conversations on the corner with them, because there's some things that I understand what they're doing, but because it's a congregation, each congregation, they have their own little rules and stuff, and the ultimate is about God for sure, but they have their own little rules, and I've been back and forth with them, and I've never heard them being disrespectful. But however, I did kind of feel like I kind of had to get a little bit more aggressive, because I did feel like, you woman, be quiet. You don't know. You know what I mean?
That's about the only right thing they should say.
Were you trying to get clarity? Hold on, because I never spoke to Israelites on the street. The most I would do is like probably just keep walking and say shalom. But like, you spoke to them, so were y'all having a conversation to where you had some questions? You had questions for them?
I feel a man should do.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, I was actually questioning something, because I found out some information about their age of consent. I found out the age of consent. And I was talking to them, and I was telling them, I said, I didn't agree with what their theology about when a female becomes a woman, at what age they become a woman. And I was just trying to tell them that, okay, I mean, they have a good message for us. I'm telling you, they have a good message. They're very smart. However, their little things that they do, I just don't agree with it. I just.
And no, that's the one that I was speaking on earlier, because I left a video. It's gone now, but I left a video on Speak That Shit earlier, to where I was just ranting and kind of like in the group hanging out, and I was talking about how. What was I saying? How some of these, when you say Hebrew Israelite, people think extremists. So I figure those to be extremists. Like, literally, there's people who have knowledge of the Bible. They don't wear the clothes that these people wear, but I'm not mad at them. But at the end of the day, that's extremist. And when you're extreme, you're doing extreme stuff. Like, at the end of the day,
exactly. Oh, that's not me.
I'm not doing Illuminati. I'm just saying Illuminati sign. I'm not Illuminati. I'm just saying that's.
No, you should be following the law of the land, and you should be standing on morals that are rightfully right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't agree, but like basically I'm trying to say some of these groups and camps, that's what they call them. They're not different churches. They're called camps. They have been committed crimes and things like that. So it gives like a bad rep, but it's different than a Muslim rap. Like, don't they got a bad rap? Some of them stole some planes. Like, at the end of the day, there's how many million Muslims in the world, and they're not out here trying to hijack your car.
Right, but what they're supposed to be about is actually a good thing for us. Yeah. You know what I mean? But it's just the approaches that.
All right, my opinion now. I'm gonna say my opinion.
So yeah, there have been rape incidences. Like, they think
okay, we still gonna talk about us.
Let's make sure we put that out there.
Let me say,
like, under 18 is a rape charge.
Let me say anything is a rape charge. If you raping somebody, that's a rape charge.
No, you shouldn't be trying to groom
nobody. Okay, we're not saying that word all the way. Let's not say the word all the way.
That's not your friend.
Anyway, my opinion now, let them give their opinion now. My opinion, let me say what Steve said. Steve said, I think that some of the churches, no matter what they are, have off the path of God. Yeah, we already said that part, my bad. Street corner preachers are so funny, but speak the truth, and they do, and I agree with everybody where they speak the truth, but at the same time, earlier, I agree with you would say he was BS, but you know what I'm saying, Tasha, I agree with you also. But one thing about it is this man get a pass for what he said, but because his delivery was all this and that, but the other one did the delivery wrong. And I don't agree with that because I feel the other dude didn't go off on her. I feel these people right here, they do know the word. And I ain't just talking about him, I'm talking about a lot of Hebrew Israelite, because I am a Hebrew Israelite. I am a Hebrew, and that's what I practice myself. And I'm telling you that right now. And that's why I don't get a lot of comedy shows, getting invited to shows. I got a podcast right now, I have 300,000 devices tuned in when we on here. The next one, you guys are the worst. Have over 300,000 devices tuned in on this. Got 2 movies on Tubies, movies on YouTube. We done did comedy store right there. She done did her stuff, this and that. But I can't get a comedy. I don't get these comedy breaks down here where I'm from in Tampa Bay area because of what I got on my profile, and it's called the 12 Tribes. What I got, the real 12 Tribes I got there. So one thing about it is you're not gonna take me from what I believe in. You're not gonna take me. That's the thing about it is money can't buy me. So I agree with both of y'all on this. It's how you step to a person, not what you say, how you step. All that cursing is that you probably lost a soul right there. But if you came to her a different way, you never know how she would have accepted it.
But
the human side came out of him. She must have said something to him because the human side came out of him.
I want to see the full thing.
But they really aggressive though. I feel like they're really aggressive and angry because once they figured out the truth, like they did all this studying, you done sat there studying Hebrew, your family think you weird, you done looked up the history, you done found all these books that you gotta pay $40, $50 for on Amazon. You done borrowed it from the library, borrowed it from a friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? You linking up with teachers to learn all of this. And when you get the knowledge and you try to share it and people get mad at you, I think that they get very angry. They just become an angry demeanor and they've grouped up together. Like, you know what? I don't mind that I said it to her like that because that's how I want to say it to her. You know, because she came up with an attitude like, you know what? Jesus is for everybody. Like trying to tell me after I've studied for all these years. So yeah, I'm about to cuss this bitch out.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Like, not cuss her out, but you know, like they're very aggressive.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
It could be a defense mechanism.
She'll be real mad. Y'all be real mad right now because you know the Bible says a woman do not supposed to speak.
It says that suffer a woman not to teach. The Bible also has a lot of contradictions. And I'm gonna be talking about that.
See the thing about it. See like how she was talking over me. She as soon as I start talking, they both got quiet, right? That's in the Bible. Y'all won't be quiet when
I just don't want to act a fool on here.
Girl, what the heck? Without being his footstool because I will kick him off the footstool he's sitting on.
Man, look at here.
Oh boy, I'm gonna laugh my guts off. My bad, but yeah, we. That was funny though.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I'll probably pay for it later, but that was funny at the moment.
10K.
But you know what, Annie? I haven't had any. I don't know. Maybe I'm just tough. I haven't had the sense of any of them on the corner or anything being rude. You know what I mean? Now they're aggressive with their approach. And I look at it as if because they know and they feel that this would better us, if that makes any sense.
But so to give some things they teaching, you teaching the same thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't care about we the true Israelites. This now, if we didn't believe that, we wouldn't be sitting here listening to you right now. Teach us something that's going that's going to bring us together.
Right.
Teach us something that's going to. And I said that on our 10 minutes with the chosen one, and I'm not going to bring church in here, but we said this on the 10 minutes with the chosen one. When God said He would bring back the house of Joseph. The house of Joseph is also, guess what? The house of Joseph consists of the tribe of Maneth and I forgot the other word, the other tribe, but it's the Puerto Ricans and the Cubans. You get what I'm saying? So that's one of the tribes of Israel. So anyway,
right, but everybody falls short though. I just believe, exactly. but I just believe that it's about what you believe. And if for me personally, right, I personally take a little bit of how each religion or each congregation, how they do things, because ultimately we're talking about God, right? So whether you choose to follow this one, why are they following Mary? You know, what's going on over there? Why is the Quakers doing this? Why is the Four Squares doing this? Why are the Muslims doing this? I can understand a lot of things with the Muslim community. However, I'm not that chick. You know what I mean? I'm just not that chick. So what I chose to do is that leave pork alone. So I left pork alone because I took that from them. So you can learn a lot, but I think it's just mostly the approach. And I think it's just, they just don't know. Everybody falls short. And that's why he said, praise me and not man.
I feel like
Lord,
religion is
no,
getting
I
outdated.
try, but I can't eat that bacon alone. That honey bacon. Ooh, that honey bacon. It just be calling my name. I left the ham hocks alone though, because I almost died eating them. I left those jokes alone 5 years ago. But what's Steve say?
I watch your videos and you're funny. I got the info from the last videos on here. So yeah, you are good on what you're doing. Whatever you practice has nothing to do with putting food on the table. If you feel like you're able to get the crowd laughing, then you did your job. Do you, baby? Never mind the skeptics.
Thank you, Steve. And that's what I'm saying, Steve, because the thing about it is I don't think when you got these different religion people and they I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of religious groups are prejudiced against other religious groups. Mm-hmm. They are. And you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about a lot of religious groups. I don't see that. There's like what I said,
non-denominational.
That right there. We went to a church, I forgot the name of it. Everybody was family in there. You know what I'm saying? They went, I had went in there with my cowboy hat on. They didn't tell me to take it off. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was out there. It was like that. I love that. I love that. I ain't gonna lie. I love that church. I love that church. You know what I'm saying? There's
one. Shout out to City Life that's off of Waters.
I think this another one it's called the Crossing. I may be wrong, but I'm thinking it's in Brandon. So I love that church. So just like you say, you know what I'm saying? It's not what I put on here, but see, a lot of people be with that evil stuff. And the thing about this, I am not going to laugh about rape and child molestation and stuff like that.
Right.
That's not coming to me, and I will say something about it. And I'm saying this to Steve because that's why I get down here in this area right here. People are like, no, we don't want him on there because, oh yeah, we can't talk about this. No, because I would get up and walk off a show and, you know what I'm saying, give you your money back and leave if you're gonna be talking about shit like that. Because I don't find that funny. I don't find nothing about rape and child molestation funny. I don't find
absolutely.
So Steve says, sorry, my fingers are drunk with typing fast. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you what you say. So you want to go to the third topic? Hey, we got a little break. DC, play that last video. You're going to love this one.
I go through my wife's phone, and my wife is calling the pastor daddy. Calling the pastor daddy. Nah, pastor, open this door. Open this door, pastor. Yeah, I got a question. No, here's my question. My question to you, why I go through my wife's phone and my wife calling you the pastor of your church, calling you daddy. You allow your church members to call you daddy? That's what you're saying? You saying you want your flock? Wait, and I'm gonna upload the footage, and I promise you. No, what you mean? No, please. No, ain't no camera. No,
that's my spiritual daughter.
Ain't no spiritual daughter, nothing. Ain't no. You is not gonna. You got my wife calling you daddy. Okay, you got my wife calling you daddy. No, I'm not. Wait. What you mean? Wait. It ain't no wait. You ain't got no wait. Ain't no wait. Ain't no wait. You don't got my wife calling you daddy. I don't care if you call the police. You call the police. I don't care what you're saying. You got my wife calling you daddy. I tell you, there ain't no spiritual daughter. Ain't no spiritual daughter. I promise you, I'm putting this church on blast. What's the name of this church? What's the name of this church? No, what's the name of it? Yeah, whatever.
What you think?
I don't have no tolerance for bullshit like that.
So you talking about the church or the man?
I'm talking about the man. I don't care if y'all married. I don't care if y'all got 10 kids. I don't care if y'all been together for 100 years. I don't care if your mama knew his mama and y'all played in the sandbox together. Like, let people, like, I don't understand the possessive love. I'm sorry, I don't. He said, you got my wife calling you daddy. How about, he said, do you allow your congregation to call you daddy? I'm looking at him like, do you allow your wife to call other men daddy? You actually obviously allowing it. You about to go check another man. Secondly, I don't like his Beijing. On his, that fake black stuff on his mustache.
So you taking a girl side?
His wife saying, probably don't like that.
You saying the wife is okay for calling this, making this call this pastor a pastor daddy?
I think if he turning gray, he should just stay gray because that Beijing.
That don't have nothing about no Beijing.
Beijing is not it.
It don't have nothing. Anyway, Tasha, what you think about it? Because she's not answering the question.
It's not the answer.
Well, Is that the pastor's job, or is the pastor being a teacher of the word? So it sounds to me like that was the pastor's job, and no woman should be calling another woman daddy, not even her man, because your daddy is your daddy. That's kind of, I know people say it as a term of endearment. I've never been that chick. My dad is my dad. That's weird to me. However, the wife should not have been calling her pastor dad in a text message, first of all. Second of all, the husband was not wrong for putting that pastor on blast, because there may be other women in that congregation that's being mind effed by this pastor, and their husbands need to know about it. We cannot send people thinking they're going to go to glory off of fakeness and phoniness. That is fraudulent, and he's wrong, because that is not spiritual, daughter. Get out of here.
So
you know how big
wife?
I'm not saying that's not what I'm saying. I'm not a type of person that take things to the extreme. So I'm not even thinking about, even in my relationships, I'm like that. I'm not thinking about, oh, you slept with her. No. I'm talking about the situation of the text message of her texting another man, which happened to be her pastor, and calling him daddy. It's wrong on all levels. You don't call another man daddy. You're married. Why are you calling him daddy? What's the purpose of that? He's supposed to be pastor whomever, or elder whoever, or bishop whoever. He shouldn't be called daddy, period. And I don't blame the husband for calling him out, because he probably didn't told her about that church a million times. Why is he looking through her phone? And then he see the pastor. What made him curious about opening up the pastor's text message? He should have scrolled right past that one. Oh, that ain't nothing. Oh, Susie, that ain't nothing. Oh, pastor, that ain't nothing. But he stopped on that, and he found what he found. And I don't think he did wrong.
He probably didn't even see all of them too.
I don't even think that was a pastor. I think that was his job.
I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna tell you right now. First, I'm gonna read Steve. Steve said, I think there's a miscommunication with what is going on in his video, but hey, it's all on him. And my opinion,
it's the pastor sleeping with the congregation.
My opinion, my opinion is like this: where they going through each other's phone, where they going through it. What happened?
She's on mute, but you go ahead and say your piece.
Okay,
you're on mute. Sis.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just agreeing with Annie. That's all.
Oh, so where all this going on, if they're comfortable, if you're not doing anything, why are you worried about what you're doing in my phone? I don't care about what's going in my phone, because I don't know what. But at the same time, the man, just like you said, the man probably did say, I got something against this church. I got something against this man, this and that. Because, see, I go for one pastor, which I found he was all right to say what he said about his church kicking these people out, this and that. But then Walter said a statement. You said a statement, which made me think like maybe the pastor just didn't want to be put on blast. That's why you didn't want this man in here dressed like a woman in there, and you had to say it in front of everybody, because maybe you are doing something. I don't know. I'm not here to judge. That's his friend. Right. I'm not here to judge. But then we got the second one. He cursing people out, cursing women out. And you know what I'm saying? Would he do that to a man? Probably would, because I don't watch another Hebrew camp. And they go to different churches in front of the churches, wait for people to come out, and they blast them. You know what I'm saying? And they blast them. Now, I think that's wrong. So then we got this one right here. Is this man wrong? No, I will go and I will sit up there and I will confront this pastor. I'm going to confront my wife first, this and that. Then I'm going to confront my pastor, because then my thing about it is, what y'all been doing, this and that. The pastor, what's going on with all this? That's my spiritual. That's not your daughter. That's not your daughter, spiritual daughter. That's my spiritual daughter. You can't even say spiritual right. You can't even say spiritual right. So no, I don't feel the man was wrong. I wouldn't feel if the man was wrong if he went upside his head. You know what I'm saying? The Bible speaks about false prophets. The Bible speaks about that stuff going on. The Bible speaks about all that going on. So I feel right now it's not that man. That man wasn't wrong for that. That man, you're supposed to go.
I
And
agree, Steve.
you're supposed to go. You're supposed to go and confront this man, and then put him on blast.
I ain't confronting nobody about nobody.
Yeah,
You know what that remind me of? In Tampa, remember how, I don't know if they still do it. They would send out those little, they pass them out all over time. But you get a free TV, you get a free this. We'll bring you there. It's that church that's over off of 75. That big church that's off of 75 in between Brandon and you know which one I'm talking about? Well, okay. So what I did is that I was curious. I said, well, let me go here and find out what's going on. Do you know what these people was doing? Do you know what they was doing? They have you go through the actual church, and then you have to go to a tent where they're doing like the you know how Jim Jones, not Jim Jones, but what is that one pastor when Steve oh my God, I can't think of it, where he would go from city to city and put up tents. I can't think of his name, but it gives that type of vibe, and that's what this is giving that type of vibe to me. I don't know. I'm not calling no pastor daddy. That's crazy to me.
Right. And Stephen Jordan said, yeah, it could be on sleeping with each other, but that's some Jim Jones. I guess that's what we're talking about. Jim Jones thing in Guyana. So I think that's what
Guyana.
All church aside, that's just a cheating situation. Like, you can play. See, that's the thing I don't like about these so-called religious people. Like, I don't even like to hear myself use that word because I don't consider us religious. Like, we follow what we follow. We try to be. If you look at every religion, they're arguing about petty things, because at the gist of the religion, at the top of the religion, is the main thing. Treat people out, be a good person, be positive. This is probably not good to kill, steal, destroy, break, hurt. All of that shit is probably negative energy. Like, it's just kind of simple. And then I also see, like,
you owe me about $20.
I'm trying to stop cursing because we have like a swear jar, but he gave me alcohol, so that
don't mean nothing. I drink alcohol all the time. She owed me about $20 now.
Well, I need to be in more professional settings more. I need to hire more people so I can stop cussing.
What hiring people gonna make you start cursing?
You think I cuss You think I cuss at my people?
What hire people?
Do I look like I would cuss at you if you work for me?
Yeah, you look like a female Hitler. Yes, you do.
Oh, I won't use profanity. I promise.
A female black Hitler.
I'm professional.
Yeah, but you guys remember what do we say about pastors back in the day? That's where all the pimps went, right? Am I lying about it?
We talk about pastors. Look at church sessions.
That was a good movie.
Yeah, look at church session. It's pimping a lot. You got some pastors out here that's good pastors. Don't get me wrong, but then you got these ones right now. They flying to Africa when they want to. They got their private jet, and this people right here, the one
you
that's
talking about Steve Harvey.
No, I wasn't even talking about him, and I'm not even to say his name right there because I might need him 1-2 times in the future. So Steve, I ain't gonna say your name, even though you went out like a sucker making that damn book in that movie. Think like a man, act like a lady and shit right there. You gave up all.
He didn't tell us nothing. He didn't tell us nothing we didn't already know.
All the damn secret.
He did not tell us nothing we didn't already know.
Stop fucking for 90 days and shit. No,
man,
they can't stop for 90 minutes. No,
he cannot.
90 minutes, and you did that. So we did.
He did not tell us anything we didn't already know.
But y'all probably already knew, but y'all listened to him.
I watched the movie, but I didn't read the book.
I read the book. The book is a lot better than the movie.
I ain't gonna read no damn book. I'm gonna write.
The book is really good though.
Well, I never read books about like manipulating men. I'm more like self-obsessed than that. Like I read. Like,
well, he's not. That's not what the book is about, though. The book is not about
seduction. What's that book?
I don't read books.
The Art of Seduction. Like I've read that.
Yeah, the book. Well, Steve Harvey's book is basically just talking about different signs. That's it. He's not putting anybody down. He's just saying.
He gave up all like game.
No. Some of the stuff that he talked about, I experienced. Some of the stuff he talked about, I experienced. I know other women that has experienced it. So it's not. He didn't.
But the ones that never experienced.
Man, you still got. but what did the book do? You still got guys that's living on women. You still got women that's sleeping around. You got guys that's sleeping around. So it's people that stay in relationships when they know they shouldn't have, shouldn't stay in it. It's still the same stuff. He just wrote a book. It was
All
a good
right.
read though, Annie. You should read it.
And Steve said, what did he say?
I think it probably is. So Steve Jordan said, if these people was claiming like they speak the word of God, but if you notice how these guys are confronting these pastors and see how fast the tongue tied gets, that is God at work. He's calling out the fakes.
Right. And
Yep,
that's what
absolutely.
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Totally agree.
The Bible speaks about false prophet, a false prophet. I'm not a salesman. I can't sell you shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. I owe you a quarter. I can't sell you nothing, right? But you know what I'm saying? $20 to a quarter.
I'm gonna.
But I can't because I'm not a salesman. Only I can tell you is about what I believe in, what I read, and I can tell you facts. I can tell you right there because you know you did wrong. If you got that thought in your mind, like you know what, you did this wrong, you did this. Anybody that dealt with me will tell you that I'm straight up. I'm a lawyer guy. I'm straight up. I got a fucked up attitude. I ain't gonna lie about that. And it is. It's messed up. Because I'm gonna tell you what's on my mind and this and that. But at the same time, when it comes to loyalty, I got loyalty. If you down with me, you're supposed to be my brother. You're supposed to be. When I say my brother, I don't mean we came out the same coochie hole and all that, or my daddy. I'm his only child, so I don't have to worry about that. It is a sperm or it's eggs. That's what it is. So the thing about it is I'm talking about my brother in Christ, my brothers. You know what I'm saying? Just because you're relatives don't mean we're family. My family is the ones that look out for me. I look out for them. And I ain't never heard them say nothing bad about me or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because things happen. Because like I said, I got a messed up attitude. I do. I'm messed up sometimes, but at the same time, I'm loyal. So these pastors come up there. A lot of these pastors, they come up there and they like this pastor right here. Yeah, he hitting your wife. You talking about the pastor? You better be filing for divorce because your pastor, your wife was saying some hallelujah. She was on. You watch Friday. Remember when Bernie Mac went across the street?
Right. Right to Miss Parker.
All we were doing was praying. I swear all we were doing was praying.
You have to be very careful as a male or a female on this walk. Like you can't just be, I'm saying on this walk as if like it's a sermon, but y'all like if you out here and you really trying to like be right and stuff like that, once you get into whether you get into church or whether you just get into the truth on your own and you decide, hey, I want to live righteous, like that's your business. But be careful of like when you share that with people or people notice that about you, that is something that people will try to take advantage of, including pastors. Like he falls in that category of person who's like, in the name of God, like, like just trying to make everything spiritual. And it's not even that. It's somebody trying to manipulate the situation.
Steve Jordan says,
I only speak with experience on the item or product that I have worked with, but I don't know about the other items or products. Then that makes an honest person.
Exactly. And like I said, when I do 10 minutes with the chosen one, she do a 10 minutes with the chosen wife. I only speak from experience. I don't speak about what I know. If I don't know it, I'm not for to say this, and I'm not trying to manipulate you about doing this. I'm doing the truth and this and that. And when I say my 10 minutes, I'm telling you about what I've been through. And if I'm wrong, and I tell you I'm wrong, I messed up because we all gonna mess up. You got to ask for forgiveness. We all gonna mess up. But hey, it's getting that time right now, so I'm gonna let everybody say their last words. And you know what I'm saying, Steve, put your podcast and stuff on there right now so I can shout out when it get to my time. So we can start with what you got going on and what this and that and all that.
Sure. Okay. I'm Annie Loke and hashtag Queen of Ohio. Like I said, I am from Toledo, Ohio. I'm always be repping Toledo. You might not hear me say it all the time, but I'm definitely on this journey. And if God blesses me with what he already has in store for me, then it is written, and I will be bringing everything back to my hometown for sure. I want a key to the city, and you can write that down and take a picture.
And I'm gonna rob y'all blind.
Hashtag Queen of Ohio.
Give me a key to them banks.
Hashtag Queen of Ohio. And
I'll just play.
I'm glad that somebody brought a Grammy back to the city of Tampa. Like, that's dope as hell. Definitely want to give Doechii another shout out because that was one of our topics today. But we definitely, as a show, speak that shit on BFAM 109.6. We want to send a congratulations out to her and her team and everybody who's been working hard with her to make it happen. And I'm gonna pass the mic to Mama T. Make sure y'all watch my movies. Watch our movies.
Hey, y'all. It was a good show tonight, actually. I want to say rest in peace to Irv Gotti. I pray that his family finds some relief and some understanding. And I just want to, this was a good one with the pastor thing because I've had my roundabouts with different congregations. So I thought that was a good thing. But I just want to let the ladies know again, make sure self-help. You have to take care of yourself. You have to think for yourself as much as you can. If you're in a situation right now, and if you have to leave, just try to make sure you get you a safe exit. I just want to just tell everybody, don't panic over the next 4 years. Just try to figure out how you can make your next move because there's going to be opportunities out there. And peace.
All right, and Stephen Jordan, hey, y'all check out this right here, this website right here. It's www.aroundsounds.co.uk. Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours of love and music. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. www.aroundsounds.co.uk. It's Monday, Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 2 hours of love and music, self-help and self-love. All right. And I'm Zobo69. You can find me, Alonzo, I'm going to tell you my full name. Oh, shit, I almost fucked up. Alonzo Zobo Brock.
Y'all the feds.
Yeah, y'all. It's a bird that come in. That's the fed that be every day. Anyway, we ain't talking about that bird's not real. We'll talk about that next show. But anyway, y'all come find me at Alonzo Brock on Facebook. Go ahead and look it up. Hey, follow me. Go to our YouTube and subscribe. It's at King's Castle ENT. Go there and subscribe. We got everything going on there. We got 2 movies on Tubi right now. They've called Life Matter Church Session. We're going to have a couple more going on there. We've got a comedian's journey is getting ready to be put on there. That'll be on there probably hopefully in a month or so. Like I say, go 10 minutes with the Chosen One. We talk about this every Saturday at 10 a.m. Every Saturday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hey, you like the show? You want us to talk about something? Give us a call. 941-681-1710. Go to info@kingscastleent.com. Send us an email. And we'll talk about the subject. If you got something you want to get out, let us know. For y'all artists,
bring it to us.
Yeah, it's for y'all artists that want some playtime. Y'all want some exposure. Get with me. It's not free, but it's not expensive neither. Get with me, because like I say, we be busting 300,000 devices every week. So guess what? And then the show gonna keep going and going and going. So guess what? I mean, we busting numbers. Our numbers is greater than these FM radio stations.
So if you want to advertise your product, then you know where to come to. And by the way, if you guys care, we got a new stream of income. Some of y'all are going to care. Just keep listening. We got a new stream of income, and it's a whole project, and it's a whole situation for 2025, at least the first 6 months. And we'll see if we want to continue it from there. But right now, we have I have a line of slippers that are out, so I'll be able to promote that to y'all next week. I'm gonna try to see if I can possibly sponsor the show next week, even though I'm speaking on it right now. You guys hashtag Queen of Ohio. Make sure that you tap in and be able to see the things that I post online.
That's kind of crazy because she had a moment of.
We're gonna need warehouses for this. We're gonna need a warehouse
do what she's supposed to do. But when it comes to me, she want to join in. I know it said we won, but sometimes one, you know what I'm saying? I split that one at the beginning.
I thought you was trying to
split that one at the beginning.
I feel like you
No, I'm not for the space. I'm not for the space. I'm not for the feeling space. I'm not for the feeling space. But we're gonna see you next week, same time, same place. Peace.
Hey, Walter.
What's up, Walter?
And we got 3 minutes left.
No, we don't got 3 minutes
left. Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Yo, Zobo69. Now,
I know women have different souls. That explains a lot. Because I ran out of soul. So I grabbed my wife's soul. I must have grabbed the pussy soul. Cause my dick was on hard all day at work.
Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls. Jeans so tight, see the veins in they balls.
The mama man, you look like a blue chip at church already. Pussy so good, he want his own pussy.
Jeans so tight, see the veins in their balls. Jeans
hugged up for no damn reason. She ain't cold. Fuck it, she knew the AC was gonna be on when she got in this motherfucker. Why she ain't wearing no fucking jacket?
Jeans so tight, see the veins in their balls. Jeans so tight, see your pussy lip bitch.
They don't want to get mad at us at the wrong time. They always want to get mad at us when we want to fuck.
Jeans so tight, y'all niggas need to quit. Jeans so tight, see the pulse in your balls. Jeans so tight, man, I'm through with it all.